I see what no one else sees in you. When you walk into a room and feel unnoticed, I notice. When you try your best and still feel like it's not enough, I see the effort no one applauds. I see every silent battle. Every moment you held back your tears. Every time you smiled, so no one would ask what's really going on. I was there, I saw it all. You think your value is measured by who claps for you, who stays, who calls, who understands. But I don't need applause to know your worth. I don't need confirmation from others to see what I placed inside you. I know the depth of your heart. I know the weight of your thoughts. I know the dreams you hide because the world told you they were too much or not enough. But they're not too much for me. You've been carrying labels. Things others spoke over you, things you've even spoken over yourself. Weak, not good enough, broken, too far gone, but none of those words came from me. I never called you by your failures. I call you by your future. I don't define you by what went wrong. I see you for who you are becoming, even when you can't yet see it yourself. Paul Watson, no one else can. There is something inside you that no one else can quite understand, but I do. I placed it there, that fire that refuses to die even when everything around you goes cold. I see it, that part of you that keeps hoping, keeps praying, keeps showing up. I see that too. I know it feels like no one really sees you. They see the version of you that's convenient, that makes sense to them. But I see the whole picture. I see the real you, and I'm not disappointed. You don't have to prove your worth to me. You never did. I see your scars, and I see your story. I know what you've survived. I know how hard it was to keep going. I saw the nights you wanted to give up. I was there when no one else was. You were never invisible to me. Even now, while you listen to this, I am closer than your breath. I am speaking into the places no one else knows about, the fears, the questions, the silent hopes. And I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to remind you. I see what no one else sees. I see the strength rising. I see healing beginning. I see light breaking through. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. And this is not the end. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep listening, because I'm not finished with you yet. I see strength in you when you feel weak. Not the kind of strength the world demands, loud, visible, unshakable, but the quiet kind. The kind that rises when you're exhausted but still choose to get out of bed. The kind that keeps going when everything in you wants to give up. I see it. I see the moments no one else notices. The small choices that took everything you had. You don't see them as strength because they're not dramatic, not loud, not celebrated, but I count them. I see the fight behind your silence, the faith behind your fear, the courage it takes to keep showing up when you feel empty. You've believed that strength means never struggling, but I never said that. Real strength is found in the struggle. It's not about hiding your pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about holding on, even if your grip is weak. It's about taking one more step, even if you don't know where the path leads. That's what I see in you. I see how you carry burdens without complaining. I see how you try to encourage others even when your own heart feels heavy. That's strength. Not the kind that shouts, but the kind that endures. There are days when you question if you're doing enough. When you feel like you're falling behind, like you're not strong enough for what life keeps throwing at you. But those thoughts don't come from me. I never asked you to carry everything on your own. I asked you to trust me with what you can't hold. Your weakness doesn't disqualify you. It draws me closer. When you come to the end of yourself, that's where I begin to carry you. I'm not measuring your strength by how much you do, how perfectly you perform, or how often you get it right. I'm looking at your heart. I'm looking at your willingness to keep going when it's hard. That is strength in my eyes. The world may overlook you, people may misunderstand you, but I see it all, and I want you to know what you're doing matters. Every small act of faith, every quiet prayer, every tear that no one sees, I see them. They're not wasted, they're not forgotten. You don't have to be the strongest, you just have to keep going. I will be your strength where yours runs out. When you feel like you can't go any further, lean on me. I'm not asking you to be perfect, I'm asking you to let me in. When you are weak, I am still strong. When you feel like you can't make it, I will carry you. I see more in you than you see in yourself. And even now, in this moment, I am breathing strength into you again. Keep going, I am with you. I see purpose in your pain. You may not understand it now. You may look at what you've been through and wonder why it had to happen, why it hurts so much, why the prayers seem to go unanswered. But nothing you've walked through has been pointless. Nothing you've felt, cried over, or wrestled with is wasted. I was there in the silence. I was there in the heartbreak. I saw the moments when you felt like everything was falling apart, and though it may not have made sense, I never left your side. There are things you've gone through that no one else fully knows. Wounds you've covered with a smile. Questions you've hidden because you thought faith meant never doubting. But I can handle your questions. I can hold your pain. And more than that, I can use it. What you thought would break you has become the very place where something deeper is being built. Strength, compassion, wisdom. A heart that knows how to love others in their own pain because you've been there. This is the work I do, turning ashes into beauty, sorrow into purpose. You've cried out for relief. You've asked for answers. Sometimes I gave you peace instead of explanations, because there are things I am doing beneath the surface, things that can't be rushed. I know what I'm forming in you. I know the story I'm writing with your life. And though the chapters may have been filled with pain, the final word will not be suffering. I have already seen the ending. It is redemption. It is hope. It is healing. You are not forgotten in your pain. I didn't overlook what happened to you. I didn't ignore the nights you felt crushed under the weight of it all. I was gathering every tear. I was holding every shattered piece. And while the world saw only the outside, I saw the transformation inside. I saw you become more gentle, more kind, more understanding of others. The pain didn't ruin you. It revealed something powerful in you, a deeper awareness of what really matters, a greater dependence on me, a stronger faith that isn't based on what you feel, but on who I am. You've asked, why me? I ask you to look again. Look at how far you've come. Look at how you kept walking. Look at how you've grown. It hasn't been easy, but it's not meaningless. There is purpose rising from everything you thought would destroy you. You don't have to pretend it didn't hurt. You just have to know that it's not the end of your story. I am not done with you. I'm still shaping what's ahead. And one day, the very pain you carry now will become the voice of comfort for someone else. You will speak and others will feel understood. You will shine and others will find hope. This is not for nothing. There is purpose even here. Even now, I see beauty beneath your scars. Not just the surface of who you are, but the depth that was formed through every moment you thought would break you. I see where the wounds came from, the betrayal, the silence, the loss, the words that cut deeper than anyone realized. I know how long you've been carrying what others can't see. You've learned how to keep going, how to wear strength like armor, but I see beneath it. I see the places that still ache. I see the healing in progress. And I want you to know, your scars are not shameful. They are not signs of failure. They are signs that you've survived. You've been told to hide your brokenness, to only show the polished parts, to act like you've got it all together. But I never asked you to be perfect. I never asked you to pretend. I see every part of you and still call you valuable. I see every scar and I still call you beautiful. Not because your pain is beautiful, but because what you chose to become through it is. You didn't let it harden you. You kept your heart open when it would have been easier to close it. You chose to forgive when holding on would have felt safer. You kept believing in something more, even when the world told you to settle for less. I know there are memories that still sting. I know there are moments you'd rather erase. But even those moments are being used for something greater. I am not the source of your pain, but I am the one who can bring meaning from it. I don't just heal, I restore. I don't just fix what was broken, I use it to create something new, something deeper, something stronger. Your scars tell a story, not just of what hurt you, but of how you kept walking, how you didn't give up, how you learned to trust me, even in the dark. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are not less because you carry wounds. If anything, you carry more wisdom, more depth, more grace for others. You understand things others don't, because you've lived them. And I can use that. I will use that. The scars that once brought shame will become the very places where others find healing, through your words, your presence, your story. You don't have to be afraid of being seen. I already see you completely. And I'm not disappointed. I'm not distant. I'm here, drawing near to the broken places, whispering truth where lies once echoed, lifting your head when it's been down too long. I see the beauty you can't yet see in yourself. And with every step you take forward, even with the scars, I am working, healing, restoring, making something new. You are not damaged. You are becoming a masterpiece. I see light in you when you feel surrounded by darkness. When the night feels long and the silence feels louder than ever, I am there. Even when you can't feel me, I have never stepped away. I've seen you trying to hold on when the weight of the world feels like it's pressing in from every side. I've watched you keep moving forward when everything around you told you to quit. And even in those moments when you felt like giving up, you didn't. That light inside you, though small, though flickering, never went out, because I've kept it burning. There have been seasons where it felt like the darkness was winning. Like the anxiety, the fear, the hopelessness were louder than anything else. But you were never lost in it. I was guiding you, even when you couldn't see the way. You've questioned your strength. You've questioned your faith. But I haven't questioned you. I know what I placed inside you. I know the fire I lit in your soul. The part of you that refuses to be overtaken. That light isn't your own striving or effort. It's me. It's my presence in you, steady and sure, even in the chaos. Others might not see it. You might not even see it. But I do. I see the way you've kept believing, even with a broken heart. I see the way you've chosen hope, even when it seemed unreasonable. I see the way you've whispered prayers through your tears, not because you had all the answers, but because you still wanted to trust. That is light. That is faith. That is strength that cannot be extinguished. You are not too far gone. You are not too deep in the dark. I shine brightest in the places you think are beyond hope. I meet you right where you are, not where you pretend to be. I don't need you to fix yourself to be worthy of my presence. I am with you in the middle of the storm, in the lowest valley, in the silent nights. And I'm still speaking, still guiding, still surrounding you. With light, the darkness cannot overcome. You felt forgotten, overlooked, misunderstood. But I have seen every hidden moment. I have held every unseen tear, and I have not turned away. My light doesn't just shine around you, it shines through you. Even now, in your struggle, I am using you to carry hope to others. You may feel small, dim, weary, but even a flicker can light the way in the dark. And you are more than a flicker. You're a lamp I have lit on purpose, not to be hidden but to shine. So when the darkness feels too heavy, remember this. I see your light. I placed it there. And I am the one keeping it alive. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are still shining. And I am not done with you. I see the good you try to hide. You think no one notices the quiet kindness, the moments when you give without expecting anything in return. The times you choose patience over anger, silence over shouting, love over being right. You think those things are small, but I see them. I see every act of love, every soft word you could have swallowed, every gentle response you offered when you had every reason not to. I see the good that often goes unspoken, and I treasure it. You've been made to feel like what you bring isn't enough. Like unless it's loud or impressive or celebrated, it doesn't matter. But I don't measure you the way others do. I don't overlook what's done in secret. I don't miss what you do when no one's watching. That moment when you encourage someone else even though you were the one needing encouragement, I saw that. That quiet prayer you whispered for someone hurting though they may never know, I heard it. That burden you carried for someone else without making it about you, I was there. Sometimes you push the good in you down because you've been hurt. You've been misunderstood. Maybe you've been told you're too emotional, too trusting, too soft. But I created that softness. I formed that compassion. That sensitivity you try to cover up isn't weakness. It's one of the strongest parts of you. The world has tried to harden you, but the good in you keeps rising. That's not an accident. Thus, me, working in you, through you, beyond what even you can see. I know you struggle to believe that who you are is enough, that what you carry is valuable. But you don't need to prove your worth. I already see it. I see the way you long to do what's right, even when it costs you. I see the way you choose to love, even when it's not returned. I see how you keep offering your heart even after it's been bruised. You've built walls to protect yourself, but I see past them. I see the good in you, pure, real, and powerful. Don't be ashamed of your softness. Don't hide the kindness I've planted in you. This world needs more of it. It needs more of you. You don't have to do anything big to make an impact. Sometimes your very presence brings comfort. Sometimes your words hold healing. You don't always see it, but I do. I see how your light affects the room. I see how your care makes others feel safe. I see how you care makes others feel safe. I see how you care makes others feel safe. I see how you care makes others feel safe. I see how you care makes others feel safe. I see how you care makes others feel safe. So don't bury the good I placed in you. Don't hide it just because others didn't recognize it. I recognize it, I rejoice in it, and I will keep using it to reach others through you. You don't need to become someone else. You are already the one I chose. You are already more than enough. I see the good, and I will bring it to life. I see who you are becoming, not just who you've been. Others may look at your past and try to define you by it. They may hold on to who you were, the mistakes you made, the seasons when you were lost or uncertain. But I don't see you through the lens of your failures. I see you through the lens of your growth. I see the journey, not just the moment. I know every step you've taken, both the ones forward and the ones that felt like steps back, and I haven't changed my mind about you. You've been through things that tried to shape your identity, voices that told you who you weren't, experiences that made you question your value. But none of those voices speak louder than mine. I see the change happening in you. I see the way your heart is turning toward me, even when it's slow and quiet. You may not notice your own progress, but I do. Every time you choose to rise again, every time you make a decision to love when it's hard, to trust when it's uncertain, to keep going when you're tired, that is growth. That is becoming. You are not who you were last year. You are not defined by your lowest moment, and you are not stuck where you are now. I'm shaping you, molding you, refining you, not to make you into someone else, but to bring out the full truth of who I made you to be. There's a version of you that is full of courage, peace, clarity, and purpose. And I already see that person. You may not feel it yet, but you're becoming it every day you choose to trust me. Don't let guilt from the past silence your hope for the future. I'm not holding your past against you. I'm holding your future for you. I'm not replaying your failures. I'm preparing your next step. You are learning, you're growing, and even when it feels slow, I am patient with you. I'm not waiting for perfection. I'm walking with you in progress. People may not understand your journey. They may only see who you were, and not the work I'm doing in you now. But I see it clearly. I see the strength I'm building in you through the struggles. I see the wisdom that's forming through every lesson. I see the compassion growing through every pain you've endured. You are not who you used to be, and you're not who you're going to be yet. But you're becoming, and that's beautiful. So don't give up on yourself. Don't judge your life by a single chapter. Keep walking, keep seeking, keep trusting. I am not done with you. I'm still writing your story. And what's ahead will make sense of what's behind. I see the full picture, and it is filled with hope. The best of you is still being revealed. You've heard every word, not by chance, but by intention. These weren't just thoughts or ideas, they were my heart, spoken directly to yours. I see what no one else sees in you. I see your strength when you feel weak. I see the purpose in your pain. I see the beauty beneath every scar. I see the light in you even when you feel surrounded by darkness. I see the good in you even when you try to hide it. And I see who you are becoming, far beyond what you or others think of your past. Nothing about you is invisible to me. Nothing is wasted. Nothing disqualifies you from the future I'm still building for you. Even when you doubt yourself, I don't. Even when the road ahead feels unclear, I am already there. My presence has never left you, My eyes have never looked away. I know you. I understand you. I believe in what I've placed inside you, and I will finish the work I started. So keep going, keep trusting, keep listening. I am with you. Thank you for listening. May every word you heard remind you that you are seen, known, and deeply valued. Not someday, not once you've fixed everything, but right now, just as you are. Let these words echo in your spirit long after they end, and know this: I see you, and I love who you are becoming.